Hello everybody, how's everyone day? Ame Gakita. Alright, today we are just gonna talk about a topic in regards to YongYea, who actually recently voiced Kiryu from Yakuza. That in regard to the question, we have to ask ourselves that is he really a good voice actor? I know this will become as a criticism along the line, but we again, everyone who know me very well, that I always put out the skill. There is the two sides of the coin. So we are going to discuss more towards the point that is he really a good voice actor or is he just a YouTube wonder? Well, the thing is, right, in regards that a lot of people who know him that actually he have voiced some other character in anime, and that a lot of people praise his work on that. So in regard is that he is actually apparently a very good voice acting in that sense. But recently in the controversy or maybe drama on how people look at it is that YongYea, he had when he voiced Kiryuu of Yakuza, a lot of people kind of like, oh, maybe good enough and congratulations, good for you. Until when we hear the trailer. Yeah, I know some people will be like, are you gonna criticize him? Well, the thing is, right, what you guys have to understand is that I had listened, so I'm not gonna put up the video, I'm not gonna talk about it, but we are gonna discuss quite a few things that he could have done better. I'm gonna put out a little bit of my penny, not 2 cents, not 1 cent, just a little small little penny. But as a person who actually kind of understand voice acting is not an easy job, like you guys have to understand that. So the thing is, right, he is gonna get a lot of criticism because he had voice. I would say that compared to my voice, you guys compare mine and his voice. Yeah, his voice is more on the deep side. So yeah, maybe he can voice something a muscular Kiryuu. But a lot of people kind of point out that his voice is more towards the, how to say it, not suitable. I mean, like, I actually seen quite a lot of comment on his on his Twitter when he actually does something like this, and a lot of people actually kind of like put point form on it, like although he say he's a good, he managed to do justice, but I feel like a lot of people is just putting out. So basically, we'll take a look at the hidden reply later on. But like a lot of people say that you're trying too hard, or maybe along the line, too hard to be easily come out as a fan mock. Unfortunately, I won't be playing in English. From the bottom of my heart, ask your money back from whoever voice couch you hire. Thank goodness I played in Japanese because I think I will quit playing with the voice sound different from the character. You sound too young. And a lot of people going, yeah, that's gonna be a no for me. Like a lot of people go to the point that he actually say that the Japanese voice actor is good or this is bad. People is just going to stick to some along the line. Like people just, this is one of the reason why, like, I'm not saying like he's the reason why a lot of people don't want to play in English, is that people who support English voice actor if the voice actor do bring life to the character. So in a sense that even if we actually look at the hidden message that he's trying to hide and then people just overfly it to the point that he actually did, YongYea did something wrong, is that he should not block up criticism. He should actually address them that he's understand that his voice might not be suitable for many and that he will try to improve in future work. Not saying like he has to do it now, but at least make it in future work so that he'll try to become better. Because from how I look at it is that yeah, his voice is so to be honest, if anyone asks me, right, his voice does not have Kiryu. Like it does. But a young version of him. So if he actually gonna voice Kiryuu, I will certainly believe that a younger Kiryuu might actually suit him than the Yakuza version 7 that he's gonna play over. So in regard to what you guys understand, that a lot of people actually kind of like make noise about this is that like even when he posts a lot of things, a lot of people just say like, yeah, no, just not good in town. Because the thing is, right, a lot of people say like, yeah, a lot of people say like, yeah, Twitter is a bad. A lot of people criticizing you. You don't like it. You are 100 because a lot of people criticizing you is more towards the like they like the work. You don't like it. People voice their disconcern, their disagreement, and then you don't like it. It's the same thing when you criticize Chris Pratt when he voice calls as Mario. Like, the thing is, right, this is the irony of when you criticize others and people criticize you back. It's like, if people can take it, then you have to understand that you have to learn to take the criticism. Is it because your ego allowed you to overcome your mind on not taking the criticism properly? Then, yeah, because the thing is, a lot of people need to understand, in his video, he is well known for criticizing Chris Pratt for voice acting Mario in the Mario movie. And yet now the same treatment come to you and you just go and say, oh hell no. Yeah. This is one of the Chinese saying, like when we go along, like there is a saying in Chinese, like say 讲人讲自己, which actually translates as when you say about others, you're also talking about yourself. So one of the reasons why a lot of people need to understand why in most of my video I never like to talk, like one of my things that as much as I will criticize people, I also try not to talk. I try not to talk bad about other people unless the person really pisses me off. The reason why is that because one day, a lot of the things that I say might come back and haunt me. So the thing is, right, for YongYea, he actually got the so-called, what he say, come back and haunt him in a very, like, kapoom way. So when people actually kind of like criticizing you, you have to sit, like, to YongYea, if you're listening, that you have to sit down and understand that what you say back then to Chris Pratt and when you criticize him, the same thing happened now to you, and that people was able to put a better voice into the character. Can you do the same thing? Like, if you feel like your work is not good enough, improve on it. Don't just go around and saying along the line that, yeah, I'm just gonna block you, I'm gonna hate you, I'm gonna stop you. We are trying to support you, we are trying to help you and ensuring, because when it comes to voice acting, it's not an easy job. And what you have to understand is that voice acting is bringing life to a character, not putting your voice into the character, okay? Giving life and giving voice is different. Giving life is to make the character alive, make it as if it's its own entity, its own character, own characteristic. That is how I learned back in Japan when I learned about voice acting. So the thing is, right, it's not about, oh, I just give my voice actor is just giving my voice to the character. So I mean, like, if you want a little bit of tidbit, yeah, let me give you a little bit of tidbits. If you guys, and also for everyone who don't need to understand, when you want to voice character that is beyond your age, just like how a lot of people mistaken me my age for around that I'm actually 20, but I can assure you I'm a very old man. Just that a lot of people tend to understand me as a very young man. I can assure you guys I'm very, very old. Just some people don't understand why they always go along the line that I'm the young person. As long as you tune your voice up, and people just gonna understand that you're a very young man for some apparent notice that I got no idea. I mean, I look at some of the voice actors that sound the character like as if they are very, very young. Until when you realize they are voiced by old people. Damn! So yeah, the thing is, right, when it comes to voice acting, is how you voice, not just giving your voice to the character. I mean, like, if you give your voice to the character, then we have to look for all the people who have the best voice and then give that voice to the character. Don't need to care about acting, I guess. So yeah, I mean, like, I can see that, is he really a good voice acting? I mean, I've seen some of his work, his voice does seem good for some character, but in terms of Kiryuu, I guess it does stand to say that some people actually go along the line, yeah, maybe he was a miscast. I don't know. I mean, personally to me, I feel like the voice is suitable for a young Kiryuu. Not saying bad, but then until when the karaoke song appeared, and I was like, yeah, I'm so glad I don't play Yakuza. I'm not saying that Yakuza is a bad game. Don't get me wrong, guys. I just don't have the money for it. So, in regard is that Yakuza is such a fan, like, it got quite a huge fan base. So a lot of people want the game to have its own justice, and they want the Kiryu to voice exactly as what many imagine. So, what to do? How to do justice for it? If the voice that YongYea gives to the boy sound a little bit on the deeper side, not saying like he has to be go all the way deep. I mean, like, if I go all the way deep, that sounds like a very grumpy old man. But At the same time, what I believe is that if you actually lower the tone and sound like make the voice a little bit intimidating, like threatening, a little bit of emotion to it, I'm sure a lot of people will actually agree with that. He might have done his best, but when people actually try to defend him, he blocked everyone. Like, very iffy this unit. I wonder will I get blocked too? If I do go blocked, who knows? But I mean, like, I'm just giving my idea, and I mean, like, even just all the way recently, he actually announced that he will be appearing in Persona 3 Reload as one of the social link, which means that he will be voicing one of the character. And considering that the character seems to be on the adult side, yeah, good for you. Hopefully, I mean, like, but the thing is, right? A lot of people just go and criticize him and look at the hidden reply. People just say, "Oh hell no!" Again, the whole story again. So, is it really a good thing when you get criticized? And I mean, like, if you don't want it, don't look at the reply. But I don't understand why you have to. He took all his time to go to the point of putting hidden replies. Like, why? I mean, like, if people like it, they can congratulate you. There are people who will support you. Don't get me wrong, but the number of people with the hidden reply on him is just like, people is gonna criticize him. People are trying to support you, or people are trying to make sure that your voice sound the character enough, but when you go and put the point of like hidden reply, yeah, you did something wrong there, okay, mister. And in this case, if anyone asks me like, hey, young boy, you should go and rethink about your voice acting. And don't say that you sound like an old man like me. I can assure you that when I see your age, yeah, I'm older than you. You can criticize me as old man. Or maybe sound like a granny. But you need to think carefully about your voice acting from now on. Because a lot of things people need to understand is that, yeah, there is two types of voice I think a lot of people have to understand. One is giving your voice to a character and let the character have the same voice as you, or you add in your voice and give it live and then give it to the character. I'm more on the approach of giving the voice to the character and make it alive. Which a lot of people will be like, what does that mean? Well, if you actually understand like Robbie Williams when he actually give his voice to the character and actually kind of make it its own identity. I'm not saying like you can't add your own twist to it, don't get me wrong. But when you actually go to the point of voice acting and giving your voice to a character, make sure that the characters have like you have to like it's acting too. You have to understand what is the character is. You have to understand what the character do, what is his lifestyle will be, and maybe in like Kiryuu it will be like, if you guys can't accept the voice, I can assure you guys there will be a lot of people that can do way better than you. So a lot of things that you have to add a little bit of intonation to it, but I mean, imagine if you just give your voice and say, oh, if you don't like this voice, then I'm sure there will be other people who appreciate my voice. When around a lot of people that is not supporting you, yeah, people like, if you can't take the criticism, then I don't think this is a good job. Then yeah, you might have to rethink about your whole career for now. I'm not saying like you have to quit, don't get me wrong, but you have to rethink heavily on how to improve. If you can better yourself, good for you. 2 thumbs up for me. Oh, too bad I can only press 1 thumbs, or maybe I won't follow you because who knows? I mean, like, you might block me the next day. So yeah, I think that's to be more than enough. I mean, like, you guys hear enough from me wrapping up or whatever. I mean, like, I'm trying to give him a lot of credit. His voice it seems good as compared to mine. But on the other hand, when people just say like, yeah, maybe he's just a YouTube wonder, or maybe just trying to use his base as whatever, like there's just so many things a lot to cover up, but he does does a good job in some sense, but not saying like he's not any but it's just that personally I feel like he's not putting enough effort. If he put in a little bit more effort, maybe a lot of people will turn around. But Yeah, it doesn't seem it does personally, like in my opinion, I think it's a miscast. But I don't know about you guys. If you guys think that it's a miscast, write in the comment below and let me know, and then we can discuss from there. And if you do like this kind of video, press the like button, and as well as subscribe for more random chat where I don't talk about more like I talk a random topic but never follow the trend. Well, anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys have a nice day or night. Bye.